Hello everyone and welcome to this Wednesday stream. Today I'm going to be doing a bit more focusing on historic. We just had a big shakeup. Field of the Dead is no longer available, so that's going to change things up quite a bit. It's going to make control actually viable again, because control is never viable when Field of the Dead is around. Yeah, we're going to try out some fun stuff. Going to start off here with a little bit of the old Core Spirit Dancer deck. Give that a try. I always like that tempo style, draw a lot of cards. We'll be testing out some Esper Yorion to give that control a bit of a try here. I miss playing with Scarab God really badly, so this should be fun. Plus we get Thoughtseize, which is one of the best cards ever printed. So yeah, that should be good times there. Also going to be trying out a Mono Red Phoenix deck to see how this goes. I have a feeling go wide is not a terrible thing to do right now, even though some decks are going to be playing Virulent Plague in the sideboard, but we'll give it a try. And with that, let's kick things off. Alright, so I have a feeling I'm gonna be floundering a little bit with this deck because I haven't played it before, but that's okay. We'll see how it goes. In Historic, I played a whole lot of mono blue tempo, and that's kind of my sweet spot. That's where I like being, having that counterspell backup, but this should be interesting. So we have mono green, which might have a hard time interacting, which I'm okay with. That is an early Nissa, though, so that's kind of scary. So that basically means we could be getting Ugin very quickly here. Or Eldrazi. Eldrazi are very much a thing that could be happening. So, if that's the case, I think we are going to double Cartouche, attack the Nissa, make him get rid of the land. As I said, I don't really know what I'm doing with this deck at the current moment. Just kind of playing it to have some fun. We still have a couple days before I need to get serious here. Yep, that is the Ugin. Well, that's a terrifyingly early Ugin, I will say. Which is something that's very much available in this format. Same with really early, really early Eldrazi coming out. So that's part of the reason we kept this Ornithopter. We can go ahead and attempt to kill the Ugin. Play the Alseid, or do we keep the Karametras? I think we play there. Nice thing is now he has to find a way to deal with this Ornithopter. So it is big and beefy, and it's just going to get bigger. Cavalier, okay. It's pretty decent. I feel like I'm going to have to give this Ornithopter Pro Green, because this Nissa needs to be dealt with pretty badly. Fortunately, that does make it a little bit smaller. Nope. That was a misclick. Well, Misclicks all the way. Okay, so what do we want to do against green here? They're going to want to play early things. Perfectly okay with that. Dive down doesn't really make any sense. Baffling End doesn't do a whole lot. Hushbringer, so far I don't see a whole lot happening. Spell Pierce, they're going to get out of being able to, or they're going to be able to pay for the Spell Pierce really easily, just because they're generating so much mana. So I don't really feel like it's a great idea to try and fight that Spell Pierce game. I think we're just going to bring in the 2 Ether Gust and get slightly leaner. Cut a Staggering Insight. Yeah, let's just cut 2 of those. It doesn't seem like a good matchup regardless. Yeah, having Teferi banned, having Field of the Dead banned, things are going to be changing up quite a bit. Sure, we'll keep this. Just in case we draw into a Curious Obsession. Which we did not. That's okay. Oh, then we did. Go figure. It's okay, he's blocking either way with the Arboreal Grazer. No, he's not. Okay. Surprised he didn't want to just save the damage. Probably gonna wait one more turn. As funny as this sounds, I might actually just be bouncing this Lawnmower Elves. Oh, not gonna give me the chance to. So we're actually going to... I want to bring in the Baffling Ends. Yeah. Let's go ahead and give this a try, just because we can get rid of Dorks. And they're pretty important for him being able to curve out. So as we saw that first game, double Elf into Nissa is just kind of gross on turn 3, so we don't want that happening. So far so good. No Elf. Mind Stone. Parametra's Blessing is pretty good. A lot of the decks are running heavier, like Sentinel Eyes and a couple of those kind of cards. A little bit heavier on the enchantment base. I honestly really like the idea of Karametra's Blessing just as a backup. You have those, you have the Saviors, and you have the All Seeds of Life's Blessing. Plenty of protection there. So hopefully he doesn't play like a Grazer here. Cultivate, okay. Our opponent just wants to do this the old-fashioned way. And super, super heavy ramp. Okay, so 4. 5, 6, 7. They're going to be able to hit 8 next turn regardless of what we do. That's vaguely annoying. If that's the case, we're definitely killing the Nissa. We're going to be sacking these other things so they don't get RFG'd. So we don't want to play anything else into the Ugin here. Oh, Karn. Okay. There's also another version of this deck running around that is playing 4 of the M20 Vivians. So they can pull some other green cards out of their sideboard. I don't know if this deck is doing this or not, but we'll find out. Cascading Cataracts is kind of some fun tech with Vivian, or with Nissa, because you can make it a dude. It's indestructible regardless. Don't even have to ult with her. Stone Coil, okay. Interesting, he just wants to block for a turn. Times like these, I wish the Core Spirit Dancer had a little bit of trample. Yeah, I think we're gonna do that. We're gonna trade this land for this dude. And then we're gonna end up putting this Elvish Visionary on top, or wherever he wants to tuck it. Just kind of a tempo play. Okay. They decided to draw it, which is fine. Temptation is to go all in on the Karn. But I think we'll just do it that way. See what our opponent decides to do here. Alright, so this is going to stop the Karn from fetching something else up, which is really nice. He is nowhere near being able to Ugin next turn, which is also very nice. Go ahead and get this Lurrus in our hand, and we're going to keep up the mana for the All-Seed just in case. And then this next turn, sadly Lurrus isn't going to be able to get anything yet. Something I noticed in a little pre-testing with this deck is either you draw the enchantment half or you draw the creature half, not usually both. Which is a little bit annoying, but... there we go, that's what we want to see. Now we hopefully chain this into another. That would be a nope. Thankfully, we have enough damage, though. Alright, good game to my opponent. Super excited. We just got a couple Zendikar announcements today. There's a new Jace and a new Nahiri. Nothing mind-blowing between them, but they are kind of in a different design space that's nice to see Wizards going into. The Jace itself has Kicker, which is a first for Planeswalkers, that's for sure. Oh, that's not nice, friend. we're going to take Curious Obsession. Yeah, the Jace has Kicker, and if you pay the Kicker, it comes in onto the battlefield with a copy of it, which is kind of funny. Oh, he took that one. I should have just played out the Temple then. Nah. Don't mind me, I don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, the Jace comes out with a copy of itself. The Planeswalker itself basically can scry and draw cards only, so it's not going to win you the game on its own. Ooh. We got a Puppers. Gladly play a Puppers here. That's an interesting card. So as much as I want to play the Core Spirit Dancer, I don't want to play it directly into a Wrath. Adonto's pretty darn good, though, coming up. Because now we have to play around Wrath of God again, which makes me super happy, actually. I really miss playing Wrath of God. It's the OG, it's the best for a reason. Very few sweepers come anywhere close to it. So the one place we get blown out here is if he's playing Cry the Carnarium. Or if they are playing Cry the Carnarium. Also have to worry about Sell the Wreckage. Some decks are playing Languish. And there are a lot of answers. That's kind of the idea these days, is which of the answers do you play a combination of? Treacherous Blessing is an interesting inclusion. Oh, okay. I see what they're going for there. Or enchantment. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, considering they're not playing Yorion, or at least they're not playing Yorion as companion. It's usually Treacherous Blessing is always linked to Yorion. Okay, so the question is, do we want to go all in on this Adonto? Yep, we're gonna try. We have Selfless Savior. We have the Karametra's Blessing. Those will both help. This will make the clock go up quite a bit. Ooh, Archon. That's a fun card. Fortunately, this deck doesn't really have removal, so I can't just take care of it right away and kill him. But he has to block either way. But the Karametra's Blessing is just fine. I think we're going to put the Luris back in our hand. flicker is vaguely annoying. That's an answer, though. And if he's not blocking... Alright, so unfortunately, Hushbringer's not going to do a ton there. It shuts down the Pegasus, I guess. We want to bring in the dive down because he's playing some targeted removal. Graph Diggers, I do not know if we need it or not yet. Spell Pierce might not be terrible. So let's go ahead and try some Spell Pierce in here. Trim those. Tempted to trim an Ornithopter. Not really sure how to sideboard with this one yet. We're learning as we go. Well, that is all the Glacial Fortress we could ever want. Yeah. I think we're still going to keep this, though, because the Adonto and the Staggering's pretty good. If he does have that annoying Blink spell, it'll be a thing, but... Nah, we can find better than this. Well, we need blue mana, but I think that's better still. We get to go puppers into Vanguard, so I'm perfectly happy with that. Main thing, of course, here being just a need for pressure. Of course, he is bringing in the Trials because those deal very nicely with some of these kind of creatures. Tempting to not play that there and play the Temple instead. Set up for next turn to be able to hopefully protect it, but we're in one of those kind of weird curves where we won't be able to probably protect it anyway. Graph Digger's Cage. Yep. Well, we can land the Staggering Insight, which is really nice. No, we don't. Just kidding. We're tapped. Spirit Dancer. Yeah, what the hell. So we're going to play this and hope he doesn't have a sweeper that gives neg. If he does, it's not the end of the world, but it is pretty bad. Really love having the Trials back. They're just super efficient. Demonic Pact. Nice. So I highly doubt that he has ways to flicker and give it to me, but he probably has ways to get rid of it. I mean, we saw the one spell earlier that just destroyed something when he played it. So that's a good way of getting rid of it. I do like the new art on that. Liliana talking to Razakath. It's pretty cool. So next turn, he's either going to do 4 damage to me and gain 4 life, or make me discard 2 cards. Good chance he makes me discard? Treacherous Blessing, okay. Good thing is I do actually have lethal. Okay. Trial kind of messes that up slightly. So 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're going to be 1 off. So that means he plays any spell and he's dead, though? Yeah, that works. And that works, too. Good game, opponent. Oh, show real. I need more of those. It's a card I don't really have in my standard collection at the moment. And I need one for my Nissa Brawl deck. Definitely be on the play here. Yeah, no, that's not quite there. This, though, we can deal with. We need some creatures here eventually, but we'll find it. Hopefully. Maybe. Definitely don't want Luris to be your first creature. Ooh. We have the mono green again. Well, I'm not worried about him doing something to disrupt, so we're actually just going to go ahead and play this cartouche out now. Bring the pressure a little bit. Next turn, play this Staggering Insight. Oh, no, there's black. Okay, different deck. Alright, that changes things ever so slightly. Put the Staggering Insight on the token, maybe? Hold up this Karametra's Blessing. Spread the love. So I don't know if he wants to get rid of his Mana Dorks quite yet, so, yep. So I get a draw card, which is very good right now. Ooh, all that glitters. This card just adds the damage so quickly. Whoa, Strider. Whoa. So that means game 2, the Hushbringers are probably going to come back in. Because Hushbringers are really good against the whole Woe Strider thing. Okay, do we want to go Cartouche right there? Just gonna get some nice beefy stuff going on here. The nice thing is he is still letting us draw more cards. So some kind of green-black sacrifice deck, maybe? Interested to see what the payoffs are. 6 mana. Oh, Bolas's Citadel. That's a frightening card. Thankfully, we've done a little bit of damage. It's one of the main things is you want them to have as low a life total as possible. Ooh, that's a good sign. That's a really good sign. We'll see where this goes. Oh, he's passing. Yep, so that is a very good sign for us. So we're gonna send the team here. Yeah, let's go ahead and send the warrior. He pretty much has to block the 6/6. Curious Obsession, you're a little bit late there. I'm gonna go ahead and just put this Luris in my hand and call it good for the turn. Jadelight Ranger, yay, that's a fun card. Oh, so is he playing Explorer and Bolas Citadel? I kind of love this if he is. So I was a big fan of the Command the Dread Horde Explore, that whole package. And then throw Bull Citadel on top of that, and you can just do some nutters things. Ah, and with Blood Artist? Okay. There is definitely some combo potential. Thankfully, I think he's at low enough life total that he's going to have a hard time actually killing us from 20-something. Man, if I can find an Arcane Flight. Haven't seen any Wild Growth Walkers. Be interesting to see if those are in this deck or not. So those were an old staple. So we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 currently permanents. 11 permanents. So once we get down to closer to 10 life, it is a little bit spooky. He's definitely starting to run out of options here, though. In fact, that might be the last time that he can do that this turn. Yep. So that means that we do have this. I would say most likely. I'm going to put the Curious Obsession there. Yeah, because this Karametra's Blessing Pump will come in handy. So if he does that, that is going to die beforehand, which is fine. That's going to get a little bit smaller. I think we're going to let First Strike damage go through. No, we're actually going to Karametra's Blessing here. So if we let this die, he gets to drain us, go to 4, and we can't kill him anyway at that point. Whereas this kills the Woe Strider. And without him being able to actually, like, scry through his deck, he has a really hard time. I don't think we need to play the Luris out here. So he's going to be going to probably 5 life. Coco! Okay, this is the first time I've played against a Coco deck since Coco has come back. Coco is such a fun card. I know a lot of people hate it from past standards and modern, and it's a card that's been banned all over the place. Okay, there's a Wild Growth Walker. Things are officially getting a little bit scary. If he finds another Blood Artist, then we're actually in trouble. Wild Growth Walker is where he's really going to be able to gain the life. There's a Blood Artist. Okay. Yep. Double Blood Artist. We might just be dead, actually. Just gonna let my opponent play this out. See if they actually can kill me. I have a feeling they can, but we're not 100% sure. And with the second Wild Growth Walker, we are just gonna call it there. Too much life gain. So, Hushbringers are gonna be pretty good here. Tempted to bring in the Grafdiggers. Turns off our Luris, but I think that's fine. It's keeping him from playing the Woe Striders again. Yeah, and a couple of those. I think we'll keep the Grafdiggers out for the time being. Bring out 2 of those. Bring out an Ornithopter. Actually, let's take out both Ornithopters. The Hushbringers come in and fly. Which flying is going to be pretty important in this game, since he's going to be gumming up the ground pretty bad. And it makes me happy to see that style of deck alive and well. I'd hate to do all the triggers that are needed on Mtg Arena, but otherwise I would totally be playing that deck. Certain decks I just don't play because I don't want to deal with triggers. I'm lazy, I'm likely to screw them up, and yeah. It's the combo. Okay, so we're gonna go double Puppers and then play Core Spirit Dancer next turn, having Puppers for a little bit of backup. Because there's a good chance our opponent did bring in a little bit of removal here. Probably not much, though. Okay, should I offer... Yeah, we're going to offer a Puppers for an elf. I'm fine with that. Spirit Dancer. Yeah, so as I said, we want to find like an Arcane Flight. Something to give the Spirit Dancer a little bit of flying would be nice. Could play some of the blue Cartouche in this deck. That does bestow flying also. Ooh. Ask and ye shall receive. Hello, long-time lurker, first-time chatter. I would ask if you're at school or not, but then things might get weird. Coco! So this is a card that used to be one of the Banes of Standard. It got banned for a while. It's so good. It was a Bane of Modern also. Definitely fun to have it on Arena. A lot of possibilities available with Coco being back. That was my bad for forgetting about Coco there. So we unfortunately are going to be losing some Puppers as a result. Not the Puppers. I'm not even going to try and save them. So I think the question being, Angel Pie, is when are we gonna get our mutual friend, the one up in Washington, on this stream with me? That's the real question. Well, this is gonna be a lot harder without flying. Was hoping that'd be a Luris there, but... Or, wow. Brain not working. Hoping that'd be an enchantment there. We're gonna go ahead and play this Luris into the hand. And next turn, we'll get the Arcane Wings back. Hopefully do a little bit of damage. Ooh, Priest is real good. Okay. Thankfully it doesn't have haste. Blood Artist. Alright. Our opponent is starting to do the thing. So, Luris is coming back out. We're going to play Arcane Flight back here. Okay, Cartouche or Curious? I think we're going to get Curious. Well, our opponent is just dead because Core Spirit Dancer is a really powerful card. Alrighty, so they brought in a little bit of artifact enchantment removal, which makes perfect sense. Does Aether Gust do anything in this situation? I mean, it slows them down by a turn, but that's about it. Dive down. They're doing things that are killing without me worrying about that. Yeah, no. We're just going to keep it good. Just quiet days so far. Nothing's going too off the rails. If we can draw a couple enchantments, this hand gets pretty good, but otherwise it's slow. Hushbringer is going to be really nice, though, here. Hushbringer shuts down a lot of what they're doing. This game, I'm going to remember that the opponent is playing Coco. And not run myself right into the Coco. That is the goal. Yeah, thankfully Hushbringer actually is just kind of a hard counter to this deck. So we need to play creatures out to protect it. He's going to be using his Priest of the Forgotten God, unfortunately. So this All-Seed is going to get very much sacrificed. Ooh, Baffling End. So because the card I'm really afraid of here is the Priest, we're getting rid of it. We're going to force him to use it now, which is fine. We'll get rid of... Interesting, he went with those two. Okay. So we want to protect the Hushbringer, so we're going to get rid of there. Alright, so that means our opponent does have a Cocoa in hand, most likely. Oh, yeah, they definitely have a Cocoa. Well, let's start drawing some cards. It's what we want to do. Okay, that's a pretty good card to draw. Because I don't trust the Cocoa, I don't know if he has any Reachers. Scavenging Ooze is pretty good against us. Yep, another Priest. That's vaguely annoying. At this point, we're just looking for enchantments. No reason for anything else. Gonna play out another Hushbringer, because he's gonna start making us sacrifice with the Priest. Scooz is gonna get a little bit bigger. Does he have anything over here? Yes, he has two things. Okay. So that Scooz is gonna get huge. So I'm going to attack in here. Don't have to worry about losing the Spirit Dancer this turn. Next turn, though, it might be a thing. Do I play the Lurrus and hope he doesn't have... Nah, let's just play it safe. Huh. He is not scoozing his own things. That's a weird choice. Hushbringers are doing work. Yep. We're gonna get this Lurrus out just to get around the Priest of the Forgotten God. Yeah, or we get a Puppers. Puppers works pretty well too. See, now my question is, Angel Pie, why aren't you playing this when there's so many Puppers available? I mean, there's Puppers over here, there's Puppers right here. This is a scary cat thing, but, you know, lots of Puppers. I'm just very surprised. Because I know of your love for Puppers. Alright, I really want an enchantment here sometime soon. This Core Spirit Dancer is getting kind of lonely. That's not an enchantment. Come on. Well, I'm gonna force him to Scooz. Let's see if he does a multiple block here. Nope. Okay. Oh, that's not an enchantment either. What's going on here? Come on. Come on, deck. You know you want to be nice. So, I think with that available, let's see, he can get rid of a lot of different creatures. He can pump that Scoos 4 times, make it a 10-10, which is kind of gross. Well, we're still going to attack with Core Spirit Dancer. Because if we can kill the Scoos, that's actually super, super good. Okay, he's finally doing it. I doubt he's expecting us to have a double pump. So we're going to go ahead and use 1. The only downside is we don't actually kill the Scoos here. We're just forcing it to do its thing. So, question being, yeah, we really need enchantments pretty badly. So I just want to get this Core Spirit Dancer big enough. And if we keep drawing land like this, then it's going to be issues in the long run. The Scoos is getting giant. And he can actually, at this point, just start attacking in with it. If I'd known he was bringing in Scoos, then I probably would have brought in the Grafdigger's Cage. Wow, another land. Okay. We are hitting that really hard land train. Yep, we just need to start rolling off a whole bunch of enchantments on the Spirit Dancer. We're gonna take 9 here. Okay, that's a good start. It's a good start. We needed that pretty badly. Come on, another one? Okay, okay. Oh, and we're ending there. So unfortunately he does get a block through that way. Well, we're getting all of our life back. That's the one really nice thing here. He's probably gonna priest. Yep. Yep. That is just us dead. It's a little bit bad play on my part. Looking like we are getting to that hour mark, so I think we are going to switch up decks here. It seems like the time to do that. So we just want to keep playing, having fun, seeing what the different decks do. Alright, so next up, we're going to switch over to a mono red Arclight Phoenix deck, which we'll see how this ends up going. Finale of Promise is still one of my favorite cards right now. You just get so much value off it. Sure, it's very graveyard dependent, and not having See the Truth or whatever it was, See Through Tomorrow, See Tomorrow. The blue draw spell that just basically is an ancestral recall with it. Not having that kind of hurts, but that's what you get for going mono red. We'll give this a try. Let's see how it goes. The Oxes are really nice. They basically just refill your hand. Put out big threat. That's a molt. That is actually keepable. Get rid of one of these young peasies. This hand is a little bit awkward, but we'll make it work. So we're going to do that at the end of next turn. Try and find a land. Get rid of this Ox. This card is so good. So good. Been a legacy staple for a long time. Dang, we got a bunch of green. So we're still going to do the same thing, and then we'll probably end up shocking this Lawnmower Elf, regardless of if we draw land or not. Or we just wait one turn, be a little bit patient, get more value out of the young Pyro. Okay. Yeah, we're killing both those. El Gildy, I don't really care quite as much about. Sure, it can block and it can make any color. Yeah, what the heck. Go ahead and just cycle this. Arclight Phoenix. Okay, Phoenix isn't going to do anything anytime soon. If I draw a land next turn, we'll just hard cast it, but... Alright, we're just going to go ahead and play out the Arclight and keep the pressure up. Blood Artist. Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking sacrifice decks are going to be pretty darn popular in Historic again. Which is unfortunate. That means we have to find ways to get around that. Play out the Merchant. We'll maximize velocity. Get the extra token, get the extra damage. Hold those guys back for the moment. Just because they run directly into the Woe Striders, don't really do anything but drain us and gain him life. Which is really annoying. Alright, so our opponent is digging. That's a good sign. But as we saw in a previous match, just kind of die out of nowhere is very much a distinct possibility. Lovestruck Beast is kind of giant. So we're going to just rely on this Phoenix for a little while, I guess. Steamkin is not wonderful at the current moment. I think we just need to get rid of things to get this Ox back. Steamkin is definitely better if you play it early. A lot more explosive. As opposed to a 1-1 for 2 at the current moment that just doesn't do it. Do I want a ramen app? Yeah, we're gonna play that for the time being. Yeah, Wolfstrider's been such a solid card since it was printed. Just anything that gives you a free sack outlet, it's always very abusable. Always incredibly abusable. Wonder if they're also playing Bolus as Citadel. I think they found something good. So I wonder what they kept on top. Does that actually do any? No, we just cycle it. Alright, so next turn we get to Lightning Axe and Ox, which I'm okay with. Yeah, because we can definitely kill this Blood Artist. That'll be pretty good for us. Question is, do we send anything more than the Phoenix? I think, nope, we just keep sending the Phoenix. See what our opponent put on top. There's the Citadel. Okay. Think we're in for some pain here. Now's when our opponent gets to go off. They definitely have, oh yeah, in the middle hand. Yep, yep. They got the Womboist combos. So, we're going to go ahead and bring in some Soul Guides. Bring in some Abrades are pretty good against that. Magma Spray seems okay. Lava Coil. Basically, we're morphing into a little bit more of a control deck. Tibalt wouldn't be terrible. So, that being the case, we're going to take out Phoenixes. And we'll leave it this way. So we have a lot of removal now. Yeah, we can keep this. If we get a second land here, off the crash throw, then this Steamkin's gonna do pretty good. And we didn't get it. We'll see if we get next turn. Nope, still didn't get it. Well, we're stumbling out the gates here, so this isn't looking good. Priest, okay. So if I play one of my other things, it's just going to die to this Priest, good chance. So he's probably going to follow this up with the Woe Strider, so we're just going to go ahead and get rid of the Priest now. So there's a good chance that he just plays a Woe Strider, sacks it to get rid of a Young Pyro. Probably wouldn't sack it to get rid of the Runaway Steamkin, though. Yep, there's the Woe Strider. So in this case, do we want to play the Young Peasy, or do we want to play the Steamkin? I think we want to go with the Steamkin. A little bit slower, but we need to build it up. Get to that extra mana. Probably going to be chucking a Lightning Axe at something next turn. Then ideally we're going to want to be Finale of Promise to get back a Lightning Axe and a Lava Coil. Mayhem Devil is super annoying right there. There goes my Steamkin. Really good against Young Pyros too. So we're definitely going to be Lightning Axing. Our opponent seems to be AFK or thinking, not sure which. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get rid of that. Chuck a Young Peasy with it. Just because that card is such a threat. And then we'll go ahead and follow that up with another Young Pyromancer. Watch him follow this up with another Mayhem Devil. That would be just my luck right now. Coco, okay. Coco doesn't make a lot of sense for all these sacrifice decks because they can get two hits off it pretty easily with a lot of what's being run in them. Claim the Firstborn. Okay, that's real annoying. So here we're hoping for a land. So I really want to double Finale. Either way, though, it's going to be hard to come back on this one. The stumble on land was really, really hard. Magma Spray is not terrible here. Let's go ahead and cycle a cast or crash through. We're going to be Magma Spraying one of the Woe Striders. Sadly, it is going to be able to sacrifice itself. Gonna wait till his turn to do this. Alright, so with the club music, I think we need to switch up the lighting. And watch my camera go crazy. We'll keep it simple. Alright, we found the land we wanted. Magma Spray, Lava Coil. It's gonna be one Woe Strider down, but it's really a little bit too little too late here. Where are my glow sticks? Our opponent has been playing really slowly. Alright, he's at 17 life. Time for things to get scary. Okay, let's see. Land. Please, just lots of land. Don't hit another Woe Strider? Okay. Come on, land. Ooh, Blood Artist. Hopefully we live long enough to play this Tybalt. Okay. We're playing a Tybalt. Take that, Blood Artist. Now he's basically forced to get rid of the Tybalt before he tries to... No, that doesn't even matter. That doesn't even matter because he has the Bull Citadel. He can just sack for 10. So we are, in essence, very dead here. Ooh, even more dead. Okay. We're gonna say GG. Alright, now this hand's pretty good. We got a Runaway Steamkin we can actually cast this time. Throw of Possibilities, looking for some Phoenixes. An Ox to pitch. Oh, okay, are we playing against some kind of weird mono blue artifact deck, maybe? Lochwin Gargoyle is such a bad card. But who knows? Maybe they'll just randomly kill me. They could prove me wrong. Gonna keep the early pressure up. Yeah, you can definitely have another Gargoyle, and not that other card. Definitely do not get that other card. That other card is really terrifying. Go ahead and discard Nox here. So, 6 mana to work with. 2 of those in there. Let's go ahead and start off with this. Thankfully, Crash Through is going to be able to do some damage here, so we can get rid of this Karn at the current moment. So we're going to go ahead and shock in the post phase. Alright. Do that, do that. Shock the Karn. We can do it all over again. Okay. Still haven't found a Phoenix. Wish we could find Phoenix. tempting to Ox now, but we're just gonna wait for a little bit still. We just wait next turn. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. No. We're just gonna wait. It's a problem. We're cycling through all the cards. We're finding all the cards except for the payoffs. Whereas this is gonna let us keep the damage up. We can finale a promise again. Keep doing that. Keep crash through. We don't even really care about the counters on the runaway Steamkins because they pretty much just replenish themselves. Gets just instantly back up there. Alrighty. Another Steamkin. Yeah, we're just gonna keep doing the thing. Eventually I'll find a Phoenix someday, maybe. Young Peasy's not bad. That actually helps us like advance what we're doing for once. We're just gonna Ox in the second man. Actually, hell, we'll wait off an Ox next turn. Definitely not making the optimal lines here. That's something that quite a bit more practice with a deck like this would do. But I just don't have the practice. Oh, they're playing black, so that means they are probably playing Tezzeret. We kind of need to kill them this next turn. This Castle Embereth is gonna make it, so we definitely have the damage. Ooh, and a shock. Okay. So Embereth, shock to the face. Get some counters. We're gonna play this Ox. Yeah, not a whole lot our opponent can do there. Okay, so they're playing some shady stuff here. Bring in 2 of Braids and just try it that way. I'm not really sure if they're bringing in counter spells. I think we just want to keep doing that same shuffle though. Get rid of that, get rid of one of the thrills. I don't know if their plan is to get rid of counterspells or not. If the plan is to do the counterspell thing, then we're taking the Phoenixes out. Because we don't like getting thrilled. Gain 2 for 1 on those. Okay, this hand is odd, but we'll keep it. Okay, Phoenix makes that a lot better. Now if we can get another Phoenix out of this next Tormenting Voice, or just draw it naturally, that'd be really nice too. We'll hold off on the shock for now. Ooh, Steamkin. Choices. Yeah, we Steamkin. Other choice there is Tormenting Voice and pitch the Arclight, but this way we can Tormenting Voice and shock next turn. Get rid of this Solemn. So we want to get damage on him as quickly as possible because he's obviously going to be playing in towards something big. Ooh, or do we play second Steamkin? Yeah, we Steamkin shock. Keep developing board state. So this can set us up for a possibly pretty explosive next turn with at least one Arclight, possibly more. All works out, we'll have more than one Arclight. There's Tezzeret, okay. Everything has affinity. Okay. So, I think we want to start off with the Crash Through, see what we get. That's perfect for the Tormenting Voice. So we're definitely getting a Phoenix back this turn also. Looking for another Phoenix though. Do we want to get rid of the Ox here? Yeah, that's fine. Do this the smart way. So then we can also probably cast the Ox this turn. There's another Phoenix. Okay. So that is pretty darn good right there. Questions, what do we want to get rid of? 1, 2, 3. Got one Tormenting Voice there. We can get rid of multiple Crash Throws. Get rid of the Lightning Axe. We want to keep one of those things. We need to get rid of that, and we'll get rid of that. So this is going to ditch this second Arclight, so we're going to be having at least 2 Arclights this turn. There's still possibility for a third Arclight. We want to go X is 2. Sure. Or X is 1. No, we have to do X is 2. We don't want an instant, we'll just get the Tormenting Voice. Go ahead and discard that Lava Axe. Go ahead and kill off this Tezzeret and send the rest to the face. And we're now set up to have a very good next turn. Oh, should have played the other Steamkin first. Duh. And here's where we hope that he doesn't have a random board wipe. A Languish would be really bad here. That'd just make me look silly. But, nope, didn't have it. So we'll take the win. See, now that's what the deck is supposed to look like, not what happened during that first match. Just has so much that can cycle through. You get the early Steamkin, you just get a ton of mana going. Just keep playing spells, dumping phoenixes, playing spells. Okay, this hand is not wonderful, but we're going to go ahead and keep it. We might hard cast the Ox at 5. Oh no, we're playing against a baby rabbit. Poor baby rabbit. And also, this game, the land flood might just be real. Runaway Steamkin, you're just trolling me at this point. A languish there for that. Okay. Sure. Yeah, it looks like we are going to be hardcasting the Ox at 5, which is fine. Our opponent just languished for a single Steamkin, so we'll take it. And it looks like they might miss a land drop here, but they have 2 Mind Stones. What is this spiciness? Oh no! How dare you? How dare you? Well, Phoenix to the face. We know what our game plan is. Pure and simple. Smack him in the face. And actually, if our opponent can't get rid of these Phoenixes this turn, he's in trouble because these Ramanap ruins. Yep, Gonti is definitely not going to do it for you. Young Peasy, okay. So unless he has life gain, he's pretty much dead on my turn. I think he is desperately searching for something. There's a reason Ramanap Ruins got banned. Just the extra reach that it adds for almost 0 cost. Such a big thing. Okay, so we're playing against Mono Black. What do we want against them? Maybe a Braids. I'm honestly not sure what I want. So instead of screwing with the deck, I'm just going to run it back this way. We'll see what he sideboards and then adjust from there. If possible, I don't really want to throw off kind of the combo feel of the deck. He's probably going to be bringing in a good number of sweepers. Which none of our sideboard things really help with that. Probably Cry the Carnarium's coming in. Very good chance. We're going back to the Rave Lights. Oh, if this hand had one more land in it. You know, we're going to be super greedy. We have 2 games to win 1. We have this Merchant of the Veil. Super greed. Okay. Graph Digger, so he doesn't want to deal with my Phoenixes, apparently. What do we want to discard? Yeah, so this Finale, I promise, is going to get real bad. That's not land. No. Okay, greed. Thank you, greed. Yeah, I should change up my sideboard a little bit to be able to actually deal with Grafdigger's Cage. So that is kind of a problem. Alright, opponent, stop punishing me for my greed, please. Please, please, and thank you. Okay, sure. Whatever you say. So we're definitely bringing in the Abrades. We might even go up the number of Abrades that are in this sideboard in the long run. Especially if Bolas Citadel has seen a lot of play. Okay, time to start cycling a little bit. Do I start with Crash Through or Thrill? Let's start with Thrill. Just gonna try and ride these young PZs to the win. Force him to keep board wiping. So that's apparently all this deck can do. Who knows, it might be enough. Bajuka Bog. That's spicy. Didn't even realize that was available. Okay. Good to know. Oh no, the 2/2, it can block. My true nemesis. Alright, so do I run away with these Steamkins? Yeah, what the heck. This game's being a weird one anyway. Our opponent's gonna draw into something eventually we can't deal with, so... I'm not... Ooh, yep, speak of the devil. Okay, so they're playing just mono black spells. Definitely want to bring in the Abrades. Is anything else going to do anything here at all? Soul Guide Lantern draws us a card? Yeah, no. Take out a Thrill, take out a Lightning Axe. Those aren't really needed. Magma Sprays actually might not be terrible, because we can get rid of some of the things like Solemn Simulacrums that do their thing and replace themselves. So we don't mind getting rid of that. Let's go ahead and cut another Lava Axe. Alright, we are decidedly less party now. Time to focus. Time to get real. Time to hopefully not get Grafdigger's Cage right away. So we got the triple Pyromancer hand. See if it can do anything against the 27 board wipes that they're doing. My guess is no, but that's fine. Hiya. Steamkin. Alright, so this is the turn that we need to decide. Do we want to try and get this arc light out, or do we want to establish this steam can? Either way, they're probably going to get swept. We have 2 chances at a 3rd card off of that. Yeah, let's try and get the arc light going. Alright, there's miss number 1. Let's see what miss number 2 looks like. It's only a miss because we don't have the mana. Do we just play that for 0? Yeah, what the hell. It's our 3rd spell, so that's all that really matters for the arc light. We want to get through for 7. We just need the pressure. We're playing directly into a sweeper. It's fine. He's going to play a sweeper eventually here anyway. It just makes him use this next turn for that. Yep. Sanction events extra annoying. And let's watch our opponent do the same thing. My body is ready. No, duress, okay. Followed by the languish, yep. To be expected. See another languish. All sweepers all the time. Solemn, okay. I feel like the only problem with this deck my opponent's playing is it probably just really has a hard time against hard control. The deck we're going to be playing next, an Esperorian deck, should just eat this alive. And there's our Ugin friend. Good game, sir. Alright, that's 3 games with that deck. Let's switch it up one more time. Reset these wins and losses. Alright, next deck, as I said, is going to be an Esperorian deck. Getting a bit more into that hard control kind of feeling. A ton of early removal, ton of disruption. 4 Thought Erasures, 4 Thoughtseize. Yeah, against deck like I was just playing against, they're in top deck mode the entire time. Wrath of God, which of course is an amazing card. And then we get to play a Scarab God here, which is one of the best control finishers that has ever been available to anyone. If you're playing blue-black and you're not playing a Scarab God, it's just like, oh. It was the bane of that standard for a long time. Remember having a lot of fun with a Sultai deck that also played Scarab God. Scarab God, and you had access to the Eldrazi still. Okay, Luris. So we have a very low-to-the-ground deck we're going to be playing against. I feel like we need to go and find more answers because we do have a possibility of an Othakaya. We do need to draw a 3rd card. And we don't want to be stuck with these in the early hand, so we're going to mulligan that. Alright, this hand is not much better, but we don't really have a choice. So in this case, we're going to toss... Let's toss the Shiorian. Doom Foretold is probably not going to be great against this deck. Oh yeah, Doom Foretold is going to be terrible against this deck, so it's probably coming out of the sideboard. we want to guarantee that we can actually cast our spells next turn. Oh, this is an interesting song. Ah, the wombo combo, the 5/5. So we're going to be taking a little bit of damage. Just a little bit. Question is, do we Narset here and look for the Wrath? Or do we Oath of Kaya? Let's Narset. He's going to be attacking Narset, so it'll gain us some life. You gonna Village Rites here? What's going on here? Okay. Well, thankfully that got rid of a second Thoughtseize. Sell the Wreckage, okay. Sell the Wreckage, I'm only playing as a 1-of. It's a really good card. A lot less good when your opponent can see it coming. That is the one downside. That's fine. This Dreadhorde Butcher, I'm probably going to just Oath of Kaya, because I have nothing else I can do. I don't have the mana. We'll gain 1 life out of it at least. Yeah, I feel like Scarab God is not happening in this game with our mana issues. If we can play this Doom Foretold, we're going to be okay. Just need a land. There's a land. Go ahead and grab the swamp. Unfortunately, the Doom Foretold does have a clause on it that says non-token permanent or non-token creature, which is fine. We get to follow up this next turn. We can play either another Doom Foretold. Ooh. That's kind of gross. Huh. It's kind of really gross. So I think, yeah, we're going to be following up with another Doom Foretold because, oh, no, we can just take care of it this way. So we don't want that Dread Arcanist or Dreadhorde Arcanist doing its thing. Because he has another Thoughtseize in there. Village Rites wouldn't be terrible either. This is fine, though. This clears up the board really nicely. If we can ever survive long enough to play Yorion, that's where these being enchantment comes in really handy. And no, we're not playing any cartouches in this deck. It's purely bounced on the Yorion. Kroxa, okay. Got Doom Foretold for that, that's fine. Teferi, unfortunately, is biting the dust. Oh, and we have another Doom Foretold for that, okay. We have all the Doom Foretolds. I have a feeling one of my co-workers, Christian, would love this deck. He's a big fan of Esper Doom Foretold, or Esper Dance of the Mance. Okay, that's vaguely annoying. So we're going to go ahead and get rid of this Oath of Kaya. That's helpful. So he's going to have to sack one. The other one is going to go off, and that is a card. Gain us some life. But I feel like we need to kill this Lurrus. We're regardless. Yeah, we're going mana efficient play. Thankfully, getting rid of the Lurrus takes a lot of that off the board. He is going to have this Kroxa available, though. Which is going to make us get rid of this Oath of Kaya. But we'll take care of the Kroxa next turn. So, could be worse. I honestly wouldn't mind just trying land this turn. So then we can bring the Yorion and use the Heartless Act. Ooh, Young Peasy. That's a thing. Okay. Thoughtseize, you are useless at this point. And unfortunately, this Doom Foretold, even if we were able to cast the Yorion, we wouldn't get any value out of it. Ugh. Okay. Yeah, this is going to be going on to game 2. Well, we're going out the old-fashioned way. Definitely bring in those. He's playing Young Pyro, so we're going to bring in some Plagues. Ashioks, Graph Diggers. So Doom Foretolds are coming out. They did okay that last game, but they're not good enough. We need to cut 2 more cards. We're going to cut the Ashiok. And we want to cut out... Unfortunately, the Trials are actually just worse if he's playing Young Pyro. Alright, this hand's fine. We get to Thoughtseize early. Halfway early. Play that tapped, hit this Thoughtseize, don't want to take 4 damage. Okay, so... there's nothing good in there yet. Can't really take the Village Rites. Dread Horde is a thing. We do have this Wrath of God, but I think we want to take the Dread Horde Butcher. Probably going to be playing an Arcanist this turn. Gonna go ahead and Heartless Act so he doesn't get the extra value. And before he can Village Rites in response. We're set up fairly good as far as controlling the board goes, but we do need more mana. There's another one. And with this Omen of the Sea, we're pretty good going forward. Village Rites, okay. Good chance he plays this Kroxa next turn. But he could have found something else better. We're looking for a second black to get that Vraska's Contempt going. With the Lurus in the hand, okay. Grafdigger's Cage is pretty darn spicy here. Unless he's playing a Braid, he really doesn't have a... Well, he could be playing a Braid, he could be playing Angraths, he could be playing any number of things. But we'll believe it when we see it. Definitely something you have to consider right now is you need to be able to play around Grafdigger's Cage if you're playing a graveyard-related deck. So if you don't have answers for it, then you're just SOL. Tempting to pull the trigger on the Wrath here. Yeah, why not? Worst that could happen is he Village Rites. Which I don't mind forcing him to pull the trigger on that. Oh, and he's gonna take 5. Okay, we got a Bedevil. That is one way of taking care of that. It's okay, we have more Grafdigger's Cages in the deck. True, they're out of the next 64 cards, but that's fine, we'll play around it. Kroxa. Go ahead and discard a Wrath. Thankfully, we have a good answer to Kroxa here. Gonna hold up on that Godless Shrine. Three Village Rites so far. Okay. It's a lot. That's why we held on to the Godless Shrine. Had a feeling something like that might happen. So he might try and get a Kroxa back again. Yep. So as much as I don't want to get rid of this Yorion, I'm gonna get rid of this Yorion. Because, I mean, he can't have the 4th Village Rites here, right? That would just be a little bit too much. And right now we have the attack of the 1/1s. Thought Erasure is not going to do it right now. Hope the Kaya gets him a little bit closer to turning that on. We're gonna play it anyway. Not sure why he did that there. Oh, he wants one more card for the Kroxa. Mm-hmm. So we're gonna dig real hard with this Omen of the Sea and try and find an answer. If not, we're in trouble. Well, there's an answer, but it is the next turn. Which I feel like we need to keep this Graph Diggers too. Huh. So let's do it that way. That way we can actually play the Graph Diggers out. If we take the Elspeth, it just goes right away to the Kroxa. Problem is, though, with its ability, we're actually just dead either way. Huh. Yep. Good game. So kind of an auspicious start to that, but that's okay. We'll just keep playing. That, and I'm not out of caffeine yet, so until that happens, we're gonna keep soldiering on. Yeah, we'll go ahead and keep this hand. It's fine. Mono red with Jengatha? Maybe? That's kind of what it looks like. Thankfully, we have a hand that kind of deals with this a little bit. Oath of Kaya being about the last thing the mono red wants to see. And when we cast this Yorion, ooh, it's going to be wonderful. It's going to be a thing of beauty. Let's go ahead and grab another blue land here. Yeah, we're going to cast the Omen, then we're going to Yorion next turn. We'll make sure we're on full control so we can actually properly order things. So I can see this Trial of Ambition and Oath of Kaya not wanting to order properly. That would not be happiness. Another Omen, Doom Foretold. Yeah, we can go ahead and keep both those. Alrighty, so we're gonna go full control mode here. Oh, it did the thing. Okay. Oh no, it's fine. It did things intelligently for us. Get rid of that, keep that. Definitely don't mind to sell the wreckage. Yep, at this point, I don't know how our opponent gets out of this. Oh, Experimental Frenzy is actually a pretty good way of doing that, but thankfully we do have this Doom Foretold. We'll go ahead and Thought Erasure. second frenzy. We don't really care. Yep, at this point there's no way our opponent comes back on this game. Alright, so Thought Seizes are actively bad in this matchup. They just hurt us way too much. What do we even actually want? We do like our Graph Digger's Cage. Let's get some Elspeths in there too. So I'll take care of the Frenzy. Back to the club hour. Always remember when you're in the club, you gotta drink that water. Stay hydrated. Ooh, this is awkward. We got Wrath though. So we really would like to draw some non-land at this point. Would be really nice. Oh, he's not casting the Bone Crusher. Or at least not the front half. Okay. So, unfortunately, we're taking another 4. This is one of those games that it's going to be too slow. Probably shouldn't have kept a hand with that much land, though, to be honest. Ugh, yep. That, and they had all the gas in the world. So that's fine. Alright, so this is a really weird hand. Unfortunately, is not keepable. Same problem as last time. There's just no early interaction going on. This, though, is keepable. So, Teferi, you're gonna go for a little trip there. You want Teferi or the Elspeth? Let's get rid of the Elspeth. It's a little bit awkward that that's going that way, but at least they're coming in untapped. That's definitely the problem with playing the check lands. Wrath of God was a really good pickup there. Yeah, it'll be interesting in Historic if they end up keeping Ramanap Ruins or not. Just because the inevitability that it gives decks is really hard to deal with. Alright, question being, do we play out the Narset? Hope for the best with that. There's a good chance that he then attacks the Narset. Yeah, we're gonna go that direction. Thought Erasure would be the other choice, trying to get that 5th land for the Teferi. Yeah, he's probably not even going to attack the Narset and just go face. Could really use an Oath of Kaya. Well, Grim Lavamancer, that is going to guarantee that I'm wrathing this turn. Vraska's Contempt does just gain us life, though. Well, he's going to have to take full turns, and I actually, no, I don't have the right kind of mana. Wow, okay. Yeah, I didn't notice that I grabbed the wrong color of mana. I was thinking too much about that Narset. So, yeah, I think we're just dead. Yep. Good game to our opponent. That was entirely my bad. I was seeing the wrong color of mana on those check lanes. Go ahead and run this one back one more time, and then we'll switch decks up again. Something a little bit unsettling about this Johnny. I think it's in his face. It just doesn't look quite right. I don't know. It's weird. Let's see what our opponent is playing. Something with green. I can deal with that. Are we back on the sacrifice shenanigans? Yep, I think we're back on the sacrifice shenanigans. Get rid of that, get the Heartless Act. So there are definitely cards that we want to be targeting down. Yeah, sure. Before I can start sacking things, let's gain some life. Let's just do it again. He's probably gonna... Oh no, surprised he didn't just sacrifice it to the Phyrexian Tower so I wouldn't gain life. There's Coco. Okay. Coco's pretty good. Ooh. I totally forget that you can get Croxa off Coco. It's a little bit terrifying. For now. Yeah, that Croxa is going to be coming back, but I feel like we need to get rid of this wreckage. So ideally next turn we play the Teferi and then have his Heartless act up. That's absolutely ideal situation though. Okay, we're getting it. Because as we all know, Teferi, Hero of Dominaria, is probably the best Planeswalker ever made, not named Jace, or 3 Fairy, or... Yeah, there are a couple that give it a run for its money, but it's about as good as they get. Blood Artist. And a Mayhem Devil. Okay. That's actually an issue. So we're going to go ahead and Heartless act this Priest beforehand. See how he reacts. So right now, the Mayhem Devil is scary, but it's not nearly as scary as if he gets a sack outlet down. Part of what makes Woe Strider so good is because it is just constant sack outlet. Okay. Do we tuck the Mayhem Devil? We don't get to play the Narset at the moment, unfortunately. So if we go Yorion, land, tuck Devil, play Omen, Yorion next turn. Yeah, I think that's what we're doing. Because this Yorion next turn is going to be really good for us. Unfortunately, the Priest will be online. It does say 2 others, so I can at least target it with the Othakaya. This also goes to show how differently the deck plays if it doesn't get the Woe Strider out. Woohoo! Okay, that might just be a good idea too. Do we just use that now? Nah, we still do the Yorion plan. My opponent is a little bit BMing. Alright, so they're going to have some fun things coming in against us. We're definitely going to be bringing in this virulent plague, Grafdigger's Cage, the Ashioks, and some Elspeths. What do we want to take out? So, yet again, Doom Foretold. Not wonderful there. As much as I really like the Vraska's Contempt, he has so many ways of sacking things, so it just becomes expensive targeted ramp, or targeted removal. Maybe get rid of the Omen. And we'll cut a Thoughtseize. Yeah, this hand's fine. Ideally, we would want a black mana, but we can do. We have Omen and Omen. And importantly, we're not taking a lot of damage off our land. We get rid of one of those now? Yeah. This guarantees that he doesn't play the Croxa on us or have a way to... Oh, Clothis. Okay. The answer is yes, there is always another agonizing remorse. Every single time, there's another one. Just waiting. If somehow there isn't one this time, then that's happiness for us. My opponent is hurting on land here. Coco. What are we getting off the Coco? Anything? Okay, that's not bad. It's not bad at all. Okay, so question, Bean. Do we want to Heartless Act? Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. Heartless Act here. If he attacks, we either have the Omen or the Settle, which unfortunately he knows about both. But that's fine. Probably go ahead and play the Omen because then we can Yorion afterward. The Mayhem Devil is slightly concerning. So he's probably going to end up getting rid of this food token and just sniping the Narset regardless. Unless he wants to play something else out this turn. Another Mayhem Devil? Okay. So, That is vaguely annoying. So we play out the Orion. He sacks that. Kills Narset. Let's lead off on a Thought Erasure. See what he has going on here. Get more information. Well, that has to go. So he's going to be killing our Narset, but I think that's okay at this point. So we have another follow-up one. We're still going to get the 2 Omens. And this forces him to use his mana up. Elspeth Conquers Death is fine here. Omen of the Sea is fine here. Question with the Elspeth Conquers Death is, do we take care of the Clothis, or do we take care of one of the Mayhem Devils? I think we actually take care of the Clothis. So it keeps doing bad stuff to us anyway. It's getting annoying. These Mayhem Devils, either we're going to find an answer off the Omen or sell the wreckage to get rid of them. Until then, though, they're going to be a nuisance. Ooh, kept a card on top. Doubt it's another Citadel because he can't play it yet. Possibly another Woe Strider. He doesn't really have any good attacks here. So ideally, if we find another Yorion, that wouldn't be terrible. Because that sets us up to... Okay. Trial's pretty good. He will sack the Gilded Goose, but that's fine. We're gonna Narset first. Alright, so this is gonna hurt, but we're gonna do it. This is going to really hurt. That's fine though. This gets us back our Yorion. I don't think we're just dead here because we're going to be taking a lot. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Keeping something else on top. Okay, so he went after the Narset. Interesting. He knows he can't kill us with all these triggers, so why not take down the Narset? That's fine. As I said, our Yorion's dying, so that means we're going to bounce all these Omens. Which I'm perfectly happy with. Yep. A lot of Artist triggers. Ooh, or we're not. Okay. Touché. Yep, there's our World Strider friend. Thankfully we have this Wrath in hand. He will be able to recast it again though, which is kind of annoying. Or we could just do that. Sure. That's actually kind of the perfect answer. Alright, that's slightly terrifying with that much life. Huh. Okay, there's a good chance that we're just dead from that. Because he can just sack it, it doesn't really matter. Yep, just do your thing, friend. Alright, so that was not a very timely Bullet Citadel for us. That kind of hurt. So in that case, we're going to bring in some Dovin's Vetoes. If he wants to play the Bullet Citadel, we're just going to say no. Alright, we can give this a go. This hand is not bad by any means. Just really want to keep him off curve here. Cindervines is annoying. That's going to be very painful. Go ahead and take the Omen. Gains us a little bit of life, gives us some blockers. Kind of what we want. We're definitely going to want the extra life this game. Okay, so we're gonna play a Cage, we're gonna play a Plague. He's gonna get a Scry, I'm gonna take 2 damage. We're gonna say, ouch. Fortunately, Cindervines does also take care of the Cage, which is kind of annoying. It's just a very good answer. Go ahead and take the veto, just to be safe. Ooh, Thoughtseize pretty good. Taking the trial most. Oh no, he took the veto. So I wonder if that means if he has... Good chance they has a Citadel in hand. You should sack the Mayhem Devil. Yeah. Sack the Mayhem Devil. There we go. That's fine. These things happen. We're taking some damage. He's going face. This early Cinder Vines is really hurt, and we need land. Land. Not land. So we need to start playing these Omen of the Sun to catch back up. Nice thing is we will get another Trial of Ambition here. Oh, you're not a land. You're a Yorian. So, problem being he's just going to hit us again. But this also... Yeah, and we're going to hold up the Omen. We want to gain some life. It's only going to be 1, but it's basically gaining 7 life by being able to block here. And it sets us up for an Orion that, or a Yorian that can gain us some life if we actually get that land. Oh, I totally forgot about my own Virulent Plague. Hey! Interactions that don't come up very often. Ouch. Ouch. Good game, sir. Well, we're at 440 here, so that's probably as good of a time as any to call it. Thanks for joining me here. Had fun playing some Historic, playing out some different decks. Historic's going to be wild for a while. I have a feeling the Sacrifice deck is going to be here to stay. Definitely saw it enough times there. Aggro is definitely back up again too, so we'll see. Still waiting for some kind of combo deck to show up. Haven't really seen much in the way of that yet. But Mono Red is really, really good again, having Ramanep Runes, having Hazaret, having Soulscar Mage. Amonkhet Mono Red was a thing, so we'll see that one come way back to prominence. It's going to be a tough deck to deal with, that's for sure. But yeah, that is going to do it. Feel free, if you liked what you saw today, hit that follow, hit that subscribe. You can find me over on Twitch, on YouTube, over on Twitter at Mtg2020. Also want to give a shout out to Epic Gaming PDX. Epic Gaming PDX is a card and event space down in Portland, Oregon, just located south downtown Portland. We like to do a little bit of everything from TCGs to board games to when things open back up, we'll start having live video game tournaments again. We had long-running fighting game tournaments and Super Smash Brothers. Yeah, it's good stuff. Still doing net play on Sundays for Super Smash Brothers Melee, so if you feel like you want to join a tournament and kick some heads in or get your head kicked in, it's always good times. You can catch them over on epicgamingpdx.com for details on that. Otherwise, that is going to do it for the day. Thank you.